Welcome to the Ogden City Council's quick meeting recap for the special City Council meeting that took place on January 11th, 2022. In the work session, the Council reviewed a proposed rezone at 3432 Ogden Avenue. Lindquist Mortuaries is seeking to rezone 3432 Ogden Avenue for the purpose of expanding their existing crematorium columbarium building. The property currently has a home on it, and the petitioner is planning on demolishing the home and extending the existing mortuary to the south. The property is under Un-1-6 zone, but it will be necessary to rezone to C3/CO in order to accommodate mortuary services. The C3CO zone would match the zoning of the mortuary to the north, and the development agreement has been written as an amendment to the existing development agreement that the mortuary has with the city. The Planning Commission unanimously recommended approval of the rezone, citing consistency with the general plan and the community plan. This will be considered by the Council on February 1st. The Council then reviewed a proposed rezone at 975 Washington Boulevard. Wasatch Peaks Credit Union is petitioning to rezone their property from C2 to C3CO to allow for an impound repossession lot at 975 Washington Boulevard. The planned impound lot is located just west of the credit union and will be developed as an accessory use to the main building. Repossession lots are not allowed in the current C2 zone. While rezoning to C3 is technically spot zoning, the Planning Commission found that placing a conditional overlay on the property would prevent any unwanted uses from taking place on the property. Because of the conditional overlay, it would be necessary to also approve a development agreement. The proposed development agreement would help ensure that the property can only be used for an impound lot connected to a financial institution. Additional visual buffers, such as a 6-foot fence and landscaping, would be placed around the impound lot to lessen any negative visual impacts to the homes across the street. The Planning Commission unanimously recommended approval of this rezone. This will be considered by the Council on February 1st. The Council reviewed 4 revisions to the Council rules and norms. The first would be to change the regular meeting section to update the meeting schedule. In July 2021, the Council reduced the number of regular City Council meetings from 3 per month to 2 per month on a trial basis. There have been no negative impacts to workflow or other unintended consequences. The proposed amendment to the regular meeting section will formalize these changes for the meeting schedule going forward, acknowledging that the budget review process may require additional meetings. This will also require a change to the city's ordinance related to the meeting schedule. The second revision would be to add acknowledgments to the council meeting agenda. The council office receives many requests to formally recognize individuals, organizations, events, and other observances. Meeting time constraints and limited staff time make it difficult to grant all such requests. This additional section would provide space on the agenda to allow council members to informally recognize special guests, events, observances, or other items of interest to the community. The third change pertains to decorum and civility, specifically outward expressions of support or disagreement. The proposed language clarifies the purpose for limiting clapping, booing, and other outward expressions of agreement or disagreement with any position. The council wants to ensure all attendants feel safe and feel free to express a differing opinion. The last proposed revision adds a signage section to provide guidance for meeting attendees. The proposed section outlines the limitations and expectations for those attending meetings who want to communicate through signage. The council had an extensive discussion on the issue and asked for some revisions on the proposed language. The details of these proposed changes can be viewed in the meeting results document found on our website. Another work session will be held on February 1st to review the revised changes to the proposed language on signage. In the council meeting, the council and mayor adopted a joint proclamation declaring January 17th as Martin Luther King Jr. Day of Service in Ogden City. Betty Sawyer from the Ogden chapter of the NAACP joined the virtual meeting to accept the proclamation. The yearly march from Marshall White Center to the Ogden Amphitheater will take place Monday morning with a program and service project at the theater starting at 10. Through common consent, the council approved the appointment of Aniza Brown to the Ogden Airport Advisory Committee. The council adopted the new Ogden School Board voting districts. Ogden School District is located completely within the boundaries of Ogden City. Because of this, state law designates the City Council as the legislative body responsible for redistricting. School district boundaries must be realigned this year to follow newly established precinct lines. The council decided that it would be best for the Ogden School Board to review precincts and provide an unofficial recommendation. This recommendation is considered unofficial because the school board did not vote on the map. The map was adopted in the meeting on the 11th in order to accommodate the school board candidate filing period. The council adopted a joint resolution with the mayor regarding the future of the Marshall and White Community Center. The joint resolution establishes improvements to the Marshall White Center as a priority for both the City Council and administration. Administration will evaluate the financial feasibility, potential partnerships, funding sources, etc., and make recommendations to the council, with the Marshall White Center Advisory Committee also involved in the process. Monthly updates will be provided to the council with the goal to begin construction in April of 2024. The entire recording from the meetings of January 11th can be accessed on the Ogden City Council's Facebook page and podcast with timestamps to skip to specific agenda items. If you have any questions or comments, please reach out to the council office at 801-629-8153 or send an email to citycouncil@ogdencity.com.